Hi, my name is called Beer, and let's start with the maximum. No, let's start with the minimum. Oh, the medium.
Concept is simple. Here you exist in the physical world and in the spirit plane, and you have to interact in both of those. You will have to use your psychic abilities to solve puzzles spanning both worlds, uncover deeply disturbing secrets, and survive encounters with a monster born from an unspeakable tragedy. Sounds grim and a bit scary. Also, the whole concept reminds me of a Silent Hill, although in there you weren't in control of world switching. In a matter of fact, no sane person would ever go to that other world of Silent Hill by choice, so the medium's concept is more like Shadow's Awakening, but in different genre. The world of the game has been invented and designed under the inspiration of Zdzislaw Beksinski's paintings, as almost every horror game these days. So Beksinski was a polished dystopian surrealist with a sad life story. He obviously wasn't a fan of airy fairy unicorn rainbows, but rather he saw a grim mirror of our reality and reflected his imagination on his disturbing but very cool paintings. And now I want to present to you an awesome game from my sponsor, Raccoon Logic, Revenge of the Savage Planet. Yes, this is the sequel of well-known and critically acclaimed masterpiece Journey to the Savage Planet. The game releases May 8th. Use my link in the description below to wishlist it now on Steam. You won't regret this. Revenge of the Savage Planet is a crazy fun humoristic action-adventure sci-fi where you and your friend will customize your characters and explore a wacky and wonderful alien world filled with danger and heaps of satirical jokes. You will jump, shoot, and collect your way through 4 different planets, obtain new gear and upgrades, all that while uncovering various hidden secrets. And you know what? You can also collect alien creatures, dozens of them. But wait until you hear the bonuses they offer. The game will have a 10% discount on launch for the first week, and if you purchase it anytime within the first month, you will get Cinco de Mayo Trash Panda suit. And it sounds crazy, but it's true. Also a free copy of the original game, Journey to the Savage Planet, on Steam only. So don't miss your chance, use my link in the description or in the first pinned comment below to wishlist the game. Revenge of the Savage Planet is launching on Steam and Epic Games Store, Xbox Series X and S, and PlayStation 4 and 5. The launch is on May 8th with early access on May 5th if you purchase the Cosmic Horde edition. Yeah, you can play ahead of everyone else. Warhammer 40k Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. A nice title for turn-based game lovers. Here you will lead humanity's greatest weapon, the Grey Knights, against the corrupting forces of chaos in this brutal and fast-paced RPG. Yeah, somehow turn-based can be fast-paced as well.
Deal with it.
So here you will root out and put a stop to an insidious plot to infect the galaxy with the Bloom, an intergalactic cosmic plague capable of rotting worlds into oblivion. Armored with fate, shielded by devotion, your company's very existence is rooted in mystery and forced with mind wipes and executions. You will experience life in the 41st millennium and follow the journey of these elite warriors in a narrative-driven gameplay. Blood West. This is a surprisingly original first-person stealth shooter, a mix of Western and Lovecraftian horrors. You'll become the undead gunslinger, doomed to roam the barren lands until you find the means to purge the curse and free your soul. You will be wandering through the canyons, creepy swamps, and lonely mountains. Well, only the mountains will be lonely. You won't be. Sounds of different monsters will keep you company at all times. It will take you over 20 hours on average to casually complete all 3 scenarios. People on Steam are naming this game a hidden gem, a hardcore, brutal, unholy blood diamond to be exact, although many are dissatisfied with the 3rd act.
Not as good as those 2 before,
they say. Solar Ash. Some of you may know the game named Hyper Light Drifter, so Solar Ash is another game from these creators. Here you lose yourself in a high-speed, gravity-bending world. Set on a surreal dreamscape filled with long-abandoned ruins of mysterious civilizations, you will take the role of a Void Runner, determined to stop at nothing to save your planet. You will fight through hordes of creepy creatures, grind rails, and grapple to wild heights in attempts to take down enormous bosses. People on Steam are saying that this is a fantastic platformer with unique gameplay and easy-to-learn mechanics. Very positive review score confirms that with ease. Ready or Not. He will take the role of the commander of the SWAT. You will have to compose the team from a large roster of unique talents, give tactical orders, carefully plan and carry out various super dangerous missions. You are also obligated to look after your team's mental and physical health. Officers with unaddressed, deteriorating mental status may be unable to properly perform their duties or even feel compelled to quit the force. Incapacitated officers may be temporarily unavailable for missions with the tragic prospect of death leading to a permanent loss. So you are not just a leader, you are their mama as well. Also, you will have access to the best weapons and equipment, including many new acquisitions. However, customization isn't limited to the equipment you use. While performing remarkable actions alongside your team, you'll earn various stuff: the patches on your sleeves, the artwork for your skin, and potentially even the timepiece on your wrist. That Casio for 10 euros will bring the envy from other officers and earn you respect. Or not. Probably not. Definitely not. People are saying that the game will make you proud of being American, even if in real life you are some terrorist living in a cave defeathering eagles and hating freedom. Shadowrun Returns. Magic has returned to the world, awakening powerful creatures of myth and legend. Technology here merges with flesh and consciousness. Elves, trolls, orcs and dwarves walk among us, while ruthless corporations bleed the world dry. Here you are, a Shadowrunner, a mercenary living on the fringes of society in the shadows of massive corporate arcologies, surviving day by day on skill and instinct alone. When the powerful or the desperate need a job done, you get it done, by any means necessary. Or, you know, fail miserably and try again. People on Steam are saying that this is a solid strategy RPG that scratches the itch for games like Baldur's Gate or Divinity Original Sin. Also great for Fallout and Wasteland fans. Shadowrun Returns has around 90% of positive reviews, so if you like games like that, it's a real no-brainer for this price. Amid Evil. This is a retro-looking first-person shooter built on Unreal Engine 4, continuing the carnage of legendary Heretic. So if you are old enough and Heretic plays some strings in your mind, you already know that this game is worthy of your attention. Overwhelmingly positive reviews should help as well. Here you'll find 7 distinct episodes, each featuring a completely different setting and enemies, awesome magical weaponry that can be overcharged with the souls of the dead, and endless hordes of evil to eradicate. Players on Steam are praising the game because of its awesome music and visuals and incredible weaponry. There is also a VR version of the game available. Also, you can try a free demo as well. Hand of Fate 2. This is a dungeon crawler set in a dark fantasy world. Here you'll try to master a living board game, where every stage of the adventure is drawn from a deck of legendary encounters chosen by you. So choose wisely your opponent. The enigmatic dealer will try to make you feel helpless and pathetic. People on Steam are saying that the combat is a bit clunky, but the atmosphere, art style and the narration of the game makes Hand of Fate really enjoyable and fun. Although keep in mind that the game is kinda difficult, also heavily based on luck. You know, it's a card game after all. And that may be frustrating if you have an unlucky day when everything falls apart. So before playing, throw a coin into the air 3 times and try to guess heads or tails. If you'll be correct at least 2 times, play the game. Luck is with you today.
And what if this was the last drop of luck? What if guessing heads or tails right was the luckiest thing that happened today?
Well, in this instance, I'll think you'll know that you are screwed right away. Game is not forgiving. Colony Ship, a post-Earth role-playing game. Hundreds of years ago, a spaceship with 50,000 colonists was sent from Earth to colonize Proxima Centauri. You, as one of the colonists, will never feel the sun under a blue sky, never hear the wind in the branches of a tree, never swim in the ocean, never drink delicious vodka in Lithuania or Żywiec beer in Poland, and never taste the incredible rotten canned herring in Sweden. Well, maybe it's not a big loss with the latter, to be fair. And all this happened because you had the misfortune to be born in the ship, chained to a fate you didn't choose. You have never seen Earth, and you will never see Proxima Centauri either. You're doomed to live and die on the ship in the name of the mission, like your father before you, like his father before him. So in Colony Ship you will find a skill-based character system with feats and biological implants. Also you can choose from 12 recruitable party members with different personalities, agendas and beliefs. Game has a very positive review score, so if you want to live a meaningless life with nothing to lose, I mean if you are not already doing that in real life, this is your chance to have fun. Papetura. This is a handcrafted puzzle adventure game made entirely out of paper. Along with atmospheric music, it creates a mysterious and unique paper world shrouded in shadow and light. Here you will live the story of a lonely paper creature trapped in a flowery prison. One day you manage to escape and find a magical being. Together you will have to face dark and flaming monsters, which will try to burn down your beloved paper world. The game is short, it will take only about 2 hours to beat. But that is okay, price is nice and positive reviews on Steam are above 90%. Here everything is made out of paper, from tiny insects, strange creatures and monsters to truly magical locations. You will also encounter interesting puzzles and beautiful animation. Game is suitable for everyone. There are no dialogues, just story and action. Monstrum. This game was one of the most entertaining things I ever played. It is a really scary experience, but also really fun. You will have to escape the ship of horrors by doing some tasks, like finding parts for the helicopter or building a raft. And these parts are all over this massive ship, so you will have to travel huge distances in order to collect them all. Fun part is that you are not alone. Somewhere in this ship lurks a terrible monster, so you get the point. This game is best enjoyed with friends, but I don't have co-op mode or anything like that in mind. Monstrum is a single-player experience. Just take turns trying to escape the ship. I guarantee that this game may become the pinnacle of your evening with buddies. Honestly, I never laughed so much playing horror games with my friends. Verne, the Shape of Fantasy. If the legends are to be believed, an ancient artifact lies buried in the lost land of Atlantis that has the power to change the course of history. By the legends, this artifact had power that was once responsible for both the rise and fall of legendary Atlantis, and you will have to find it. So this is an adaptation of Jules Verne novel, but it doesn't follow the book step by step. You know, the trick is that you are Jules Verne himself here. Yeah, don't ask. The game itself, of course, is more like a walking simulator than a real adventure game, but some of the puzzles will try to mess with your brain. I think it is a nice hidden gem you should definitely try. Outer Wilds. This is one of the best indie games you can find in general. It was named Game of the Year by Giant Bomb, Polygon, Eurogamer and The Guardian, so that alone should grab your attention. If it grabs something else, call the police. Or grab back, I don't judge. Here you are, the newest recruit of Outer Wilds Ventures, a space program searching for answers in a strange, constantly evolving solar system. You will have to gather wisdom for the glory of your nation, because you are the one responsible for exploring outer space. When I played the game, I flew directly towards the sun and died, so believe you me, controlling this spaceship is one of the hardest things you will ever do. Well, I'm probably exaggerating a bit, but it is as difficult as it is fun as well. The spaceship is very responsive, so during your adventures you will have to find out what lurks in the heart of the ominous Dark Bramble. Who built the alien city on the moon? Well, obviously aliens, but you know what I mean. Can the endless time loop be stopped? And why is potato salad so delicious? Answers await you in the most dangerous reaches of space. Game has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, so you can't be wrong with this one. DUSK. This was one of the first modern boomer shooters I ever tried, and I can't say anything negative about it. Everything here is absolutely amazing, from the design of the levels to the atmosphere and even the feeling of your weapons. You know how it is super underwhelming when an expensive game with good graphics doesn't deliver the satisfaction when you press the trigger? Nothing like that here. DUSK has it all, from incredible sound design to impressive animations of dying enemies. They're not impressive graphically, you know, this is some pixel art game, but you get satisfaction, which is the most important thing. There aren't many better retro shooters than DUSK, although it is quite short. It will take around 8 hours of your life and will make them better. Jurassic World Evolution 2. Here you can build your very own Jurassic Park just like in the first part, but a bit more beautiful, fancier and a bit better. You know that number at the end of the game's name has to mean something, and it means more species of dinosaurs as well, like at least 2. So at first it's all about fun, interesting creatures and happy customers, until some brown substance from the bottom of Biosaurus hits the fan. And by that I mean that life always finds the way, and that is kinda the opposite of life for everyone else in your park. You may think that the raptors will escape the cage and will start feasting on your customers, but the reality is way more cruel. There's almost no way that the first human eaten in your beautiful park by a potato raptor would be just a terrible accident. You know, the fault of cheap fence or stupid worker forgetting to close the gates. Nah, it will be you. You will save the game and then let the creatures go. Because after a while you will get bored.
And only blood can entertain you.
Inside and Limbo bundle. What a great deal this is! 2 legendary horror-themed platformers for this price is a must-have. Even if you are not into platformers, these games are like a gateway drug into this beautiful world. If you played Little Nightmares, I would say that Limbo and Inside are members of the same genre, or more likely a subgenre. Creepy but beautiful world, strange creatures and death on every corner. Games are really hard. I can't even remember how many times I died in Limbo, for example, but it didn't bother me when I played. You respawn in a nearby place and can instantly fail again. If you aren't up, keep in mind that both of these games have a demo version available to try for free, so you won't be risking anything. Although I must warn you, if you don't like puzzles, avoid these games, because you will need to use your brain more than once here, so make sure you have one. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. This is a first-person survival horror game about immersion, discovery and living through a nightmare, an experience that will chill you to the very core. You wake up without much memories and stumble through a narrow corridors as the distant cry is heard. It is getting closer, and you somehow are pretty much sure that there are no actual babies in this castle. You don't know what will you encounter here, but the fact is that the castle is huge, and you are not alone. And you have no weapon, you can only hide in the darkness. Funny thing is that the darkness makes you mad, and the light attracts nightmares. This is an absolute lose-lose situation. So in general, if you ever wanted to be an actual protagonist in any Lovecraftian story, Amnesia will do everything it can to make you actually feel the dread. It will make your palms sweaty and the hair on your back will stand up. The game endorses the Lovecraftian trope of madness as you travel deeper and deeper down the cellars and dungeons of an ancient castle. What will you find deep down below? Nothing very nice, I promise. The game is an absolute gem with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam.
ULTRAKILL.
Now we are getting serious. This game is always among the top 20 best rated games on the whole Steam, and that is among tens of thousands of games. It's ridiculous how good this game is.
ULTRAKILL
is a fast-paced, ultra-violent, old-school first-person shooter. It fuses together classic shooters like Quake and modern shooters like Doom Eternal with character action games like Devil May Cry. Here mankind has gone extinct and the only beings left on Earth are machines fueled by blood. And now that blood is starting to run out on the surface and machines are racing to the depths of hell to search for more. Total nonsense, but I like it. People on Steam describe this game quite politely. They say this is a Doom Eternal if it was on crack and also on heroin. And I would add that playing
ULTRAKILL
it's like eating potato salad, except if you dry it out and snort it. You can try the demo version on Steam if you have any doubts. Black Mesa. This is actually a Half-Life, just with better graphics and better, you know, everything. Keep in mind that this is not just a simple remaster, this is a quality remake that expands the scope of the original and massively improves its final chapters. Game is made by fans and it is made so well that it is an owner of overwhelmingly positive reviews. And to be honest, today Black Mesa is the best way to experience Half-Life. No clunky old school graphics, no compatibility problems, great gameplay and a really interesting suspenseful story. To say short, Half-Life is awesome, and Black Mesa may be the greatest way for you to play it. People on Steam are saying that Black Mesa is one of the best remakes ever made, and the game doesn't give you any reason to disagree with these wise words. What Remains of Edith Finch. Overwhelmingly positive review score should grab your attention. 17-year-old Edith Finch is the last surviving member of the eccentric Finch family. All of her closest relatives and family have died violently at a young age, leading to rumors about a family curse. Now she's on her way to her Finch mansion, a bizarre ramshackle building hidden deep within the forest of the state of Washington. Once there, she intends to research her family's history and learn the truth behind the alleged curse. While this can sound like a horror game, it's actually just a tale about one family that is more interesting than your family, or mine. People are saying that this is more than just a game, it is a unique form of art. For Triumph. This is a hybrid between Heroes of Might and Magic and traditional XCOM-centric games, meaning that you have a large world map where you can free roam and search for various treasures, and the battle map where all the action is happening, and there you can actually utilize your surroundings. Every tree or boulder is a potential weapon in battle, so here you will lead a band of heroes with different skill sets through a witty and funny fantasy plot. Yeah, the game doesn't take itself seriously, but that sometimes can be repulsive for more serious players. The game looks and feels like a cartoon, but the difficulty is not childish, believe you me. I played it on normal and it felt like a nightmare. Although if you are used to getting free games from Epic, check your library, you may already have it. Cloudpunk. Here you will play as a person named Rania. This is your first night working for Cloudpunk, a semi-legal delivery company based in the sprawling city of Nivalis. You go everywhere, from the marrow below to the spires that pierce the grey clouds high above. No delivery job is too dangerous and no one is faster than a Cloudpunk driver. You never ask what's in the package you are delivering, but, you know, one day everything went south and suddenly you will have to unravel mysteries in a world of corporate conspiracy, hackers and rogue AI. Great original game. COCOON. This wonderful game is made by the same designer who developed legendary Limbo and Inside, so that should grab your attention. Also the fact that the game is a proud owner of more than 90% of positive review score on Steam. This is a unique take on the puzzle adventure genre where each world exists within an orb that you can carry on your back. Here you'll have to wrap your head around the core mechanic of leaping between worlds and combine, manipulate and rearrange them to solve intricate puzzles. You will interact with alien environments and biomechanical devices left behind by an ancient civilization, journey through unique and diverse biomes, from industrial structures to massive organic caverns. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, that's gross. Anyway, you will have to discover how these worlds and environments are connected to one another. People who played it are praising the game and saying that it will bend you over, at least your mind. Immortals: Fenyx Rising. Because it was an Epic Store exclusive, it has various issues, from missing content to controller problems, and of course it needs you to have an Ubisoft account as well. But in general, this is an amazing title. I bought this game for a full price on the release day, and I can proudly say that this is probably the best game I have played in the year of 2020s. I was expecting nothing from it. It looks childish and colorful, and I don't like any of that. You know, I'm 40 years old, you can't buy me with colors. But I started to feel that something is a sus with my prejudice when I heard the first joke, which was really good, but I'm not gonna spoil it to you. And later I started to realize that the whole game is filled with jokes that I find funny, even in the character creation menu. Fun thing is that during the whole game, gods Zeus and Prometheus are talking in the background about you in the past tense, like everything you do has already happened. You know, when they say,
"And then he saw a terrible monster."
You can be sure that you will see a terrible monster in a second, because it's your story that has already happened, but you don't know how yet, only gods know. In other words, you have to live the story gods are talking about. So let's hope that they don't say anything like,
"And then he put some pineapples into his potato salad."
No. This is not a horror game, so let's hope they will not say that. Although avoid this game if you don't like puzzles. Fenyx Rising is filled with them, but if you liked solving puzzles in Skyrim, for example, you will feel right at home here as well. Planet Coaster. Here you will build and design roller coaster parks with attention to detail and manage your park in a truly living world. This game makes a designer out of everyone. Well, a really bad designer out of most of us, to be fair, but hey, that still counts. You will lay paths, build scenery, customize rides and make everything in your park unique with piece-by-piece construction. You will have over 1,000 unique building components at your disposal. And not only the rides need your attention here, you will play with nature and reshape the land beneath your feet, sculpt the landscape to raise mountains, form lakes, dig caverns and even build islands in the sky. Then weave coasters through your park above the ground and below. People are saying that this game is even worth the full price without a doubt. It has everything you may need for your evenings to be more fun.
And now, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.